Hey, here's another tip for you. Yes, another tip. I never know when I'm going to give another tip out. But when you wash this out, this has had paint on it for over an hour. I did 3 different coats up there on the ceiling, cutting it in. And I wrapped this with plastic between each coat. But invariably, you're going to get some thickness of paint in there. And so as I was cleaning it, I take a steel wired brush, you know, kind of like that. And then I get right in there in the bristles and get, you know, I first clean it as best I can first. And then I get in there with the bristles and try to do that, even on the sides and the edges. And I try to do a really good job. And then when I let it dry, I want to try to have all the ends together the best I can, you know. And then before I paint with it again, you'll see that there's some edges that are already coming out, see? I mean, invariably you get that. You get some edges that aren't going to stick in there. So before, you know, once I put this away, I may wrap this with a paper towel too. I used to do that too. Wrap it with a paper towel and wrap it, and then fold over the edge. But then even once it's all dry, you're going to get bits that stick out, okay? And your paint brush is only as good as you maintain it, okay? So I would take these pieces and I get my carpet scissors and I would pull them down and I would snip those off. I'm not going to do it now. I'm going to wait until the whole thing is dry. And then I'll snip off, you know, a few of these, because if you leave those, the next time you get ready to do cut in, you're going to get one of these that constantly hits the wall. Once you get a little bit of paint on one of these, you'd be surprised at what it does to your finish, especially if you're trying to cut in a wall or a door jamb or whatever you do. Okay, and it will make your paintbrush last that much longer. This thing, I've used this cutting paint in and stuff on this condo for all the painting that I've done. I've been using that, and I intend to use this for a lot longer. It really works out really well. If you see one of these at the store, most hardware stores now have these, and usually they're less than $10. This one happens to be a 2-inch. I forget what brand it is. You don't have to, oh, it's a Worcester. You see it? Worcester. You don't have to get a Worcester. You can get something else. But this seems to work pretty good. It's all you really need for doing your cut in, your door jambs, your baseboards, and all that. I wouldn't go, if I was you, I wouldn't go any higher than like a 2.5, and I wouldn't go any lower than this. You don't need, you know, they have these 1.5 inches, even 1 inch I've seen. You don't need that. This will do pretty much anything you want. Okay, you get one too small, and then you're doing extra passes on a door jamb and stuff. And maybe the 1.5 inches just isn't really working out that well. 2-inch works really good. There's your tip for the day. Okay, well, about an hour later, I decided to pull the masking tape up. And this is what you're going to see. Oh, it's not going to be perfect. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Not going to be perfect at all, because, why is that? Because there's spray texture on the wall. I don't care how tight you get masking tape. I don't care if you use the blue tape, the green tape, the regular masking tape. No matter what you do, you're going to get some on the wall. And I don't care if it's on the wall, do I? I don't care if it's on the wall like that, because I still have to cut in the wall. When I cut in the wall, guess what? I'm not going to put any masking tape on the ceiling or anything like that, because I'll have the dark gray on the ceiling, because no ifs, ands, or buts. This is what's going to happen if you think you can run masking tape up there and just paint your ceiling and pull it off. Guess what? All that white paint is going to be on your finished paint of your wall if you're not painting your walls. I don't care how good of a masking person you are. It's just how it's going to be. If you have smooth wall, meaning no spray texture on the ceilings, then chances are it's going to be way better than that. But not when you have spray texture knockdown on the walls. See what I'm saying? But at least I've got all of the ceiling painted, and had I cut that in with the paintbrush, I could have done a way better job than that, but it would have taken me forever, because as you saw, I had to go 3 coats over that, and I still would have had little bits and pieces here and there. And when you're cutting in your ceiling, you don't really care if you get a little bit on your walls, but I didn't want to get, you know, an inch of white paint down on my walls. That's why I put the masking tape up there. You see what I mean? So when I cut in my blue, I only have a little bit of the white to cut in. I don't have to cut in an inch and a half of white on the walls, and you know what's going to happen there. I'd have to cut in probably twice. This way, maybe I can get by with just cutting in once, or I may have to cut in twice. I don't know. But hey, that's what's going to happen. And look what happened over here where my grout was. I'm not too happy with this, but I don't know what else I could have done. Let's see if I can't get you in there. See there? See how the paint bled through the top edge because I couldn't get the masking tape down there 100% because the grout is not 100% flat. And see, I got some paint on the grout, some places not on the grout. I can't leave that like that. You see what I mean? But because I had so much grout, I had to decide, do I want to paint that whole line white, or do I want to leave the grout line? And most of the grout line was okay, and in some places the grout is sticking down from the ceiling by you know, a good quarter or a good 1/8 inch to 3/16. Did I really want to zip a white line around there at the top? I really didn't want to do that because they had the grout not painted from before. Now if the old paint was painted over that entire grout line, I would have painted that entire grout line. But look where the grout line is there. You know, their tiles are short from the ceiling by a 1/4 inch. I got a nice grout line up there. So what do you suppose I'm going to do with that? Am I going to leave it like that? Heaven forbid. You just remember what that looks like, okay? And look over here. Boom, 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 boom. Look at that. I'm going to have to clean that off the grout. And I can do that. I can do it, and I'll make it look nice and pretty. And I can, when do I want to do that? Do I want to, I'm probably going to get up there now and do it. That paint, I've got to think about it. Do I want to do it now? I don't want to get the rest of the grout line saturated with white paint, you know. But when it's all said and done, when I get done with this bathroom, I'm going to clean all of the tiles around the tub enclosure and on the tile floor, and I'm going to put a couple coats of clear sealer probably on this. And then once I get all that white paint off, once I put sealer on that grout, I'm going to have a nice defined grout line all the way along there again, right? So I could leave this paint like this for tonight and do it tomorrow, or I can do it, I can clean off most of that now. I'm not, I'm just toying. I think I should do it tomorrow. Because see, if I try to clean it off now and start wiping on it too hard with a bristle brush and all that kind of stuff, then I'm going to start getting some of the paint off the ceiling off of there, and I'm not going to have a nice straight line when I get done. It's going to be all wonky on the ceiling. Then I'm going to have to cut in this whole thing with the paintbrush with no masking tape, you know, when I get done cleaning. So I think I'm going to leave it like that for tonight, and then I'll clean it off tomorrow and try to do a good job. And then when I get done with that, if I have to do any tight cut-in, I'll use my cut-in brush, or in small little areas, maybe I use that little artist brush along the ceiling or something. We'll see. And I'll show you what it looks like in a minute. Well, that's all I got for this time. But I'll be back with more videos.